All right, so we got just a couple of little Marvel rumors. Once again, take these with a huge grain of salt. Maybe these happen to be the case, maybe they don't. But these are coming from Daniel RPK, so they're let's say more reliable than not. Um, but we do have one rumor here, and that is going to be about the upcoming new project for Marvel. And it's saying here that we're going to get a Marvel Studios is reportedly working on a Silver Surfer project. This is going to be produced by Matt Shackman, who is the same guy that gave you WandaVision, and he's currently the same guy that's doing the Fantastic Four First Steps movie. So this will be pretty interesting. Now, I'm curious as to what exactly this project will be, and I'm also curious which Silver Surfer are we talking about? Because keep in mind, we heard the earlier rumors about a female Silver Surfer, a female Herald of Galactus, and boy, did the incels and the Twitterverse and all them lose their minds. Everybody lost their collective mind over the fact that a female, which by the way was in the comics, was going to be a Herald of Galactus. And of course, you got all the woke and MCU and all this stuff. And listen, I've been telling y'all, more than likely that was going to be in a different universe. And for the most part, it is confirmed that it's a different universe. So don't worry, Norman Rad is okay, at least for now. Personally, I don't care. I don't care if they change the Silver Surfer's gender. I don't care. But Norman Rad so far is fine. But yeah, I am kind of curious as to what they're going to do. I'm wondering, are you going to do the female story? Because maybe that's a different story in itself, or are you going to do a combination? Will this be a story, let's say, from the alternate version Silver Surfer, and is it going to be Norrin Rad as well? Now, what's also interesting here, there were rumors and speculations that well, I shouldn't say rumors and speculations. My man came out and pretty much said it. Lakeith Stanfield. Lakeith Stanfield had said that you know, or alluded to the fact that he thought that he was going to be the Silver Surfer. Now, of course, the role went off to the other girl from that other Netflix show. I forget. But yeah, a lot of people was kind of like, oh no, Lakeith could have, should have, would have been, Norrin Rad. Now, here's the thing. I would have loved that for him. I think that if you want to give Lakeith Stanfield the role of Norrin Rad, totally fine by me. Totally fine. I am very, very okay with that. I feel as though that character is right within his range to hit. I think that, now I've always said that I wouldn't mind, since it's all CGI anyway. I would have liked Keanu Reeves to do it, but I'm also fine if they want to do an origin story, maybe for Norrin Rad, and how did Lakeith Stanfield, if he does end up becoming him, how does he end up becoming the actual Silver Surfer? I'm cool with that. I'm actually very, very cool with that. If he gets that role. Because one thing I will not be okay with is y'all out here trying to make him Blade. I've heard it. I've seen some of y'all out here talking about make Lakeith the new Blade. No, no, no. I love Lakeith. I met Lakeith. Cool brother, great brother, talented brother. He ain't meant for everything, though. Everything is not for him. And that's okay. That's okay. Everybody does not need to do everything. I do not want him as Blade. No, thank you. But as Silver Surfer, I think he will be fantastic in that. So if this rumor is true, and if they are going to do a Silver Surfer project, I hope Lakeith will get it. And even if he doesn't get it, I'm somewhat interested. I'm somewhat interested if they go ahead and green light that. But we got another rumor about y'all boy and y'all movie, Captain America Brave New World. Now, before I share this rumor, let me just say that I think that we have been on record. I think I've been on record, and I think a lot of us have suspected this from the jump. This let me reiterate what I've been saying. Let me reiterate that. I have said that the Captain America brand, the character, the IP is relatively boring. Now, that does not mean that the MCU movies of Captain America are boring. I'm saying the character himself is not all that compelling with his stories. Now, the Russo brothers, they came in, they did a fantastic job because Winter Soldier, Civil War, Infinity War, Endgame, anytime they touched and had something to do with Captain America, it was cooking. It was cooking. But one thing that I've tried to tell y'all, and I think Winter Soldier is the one exception. That's the one exception. Outside of his origin and outside of that, Captain America needs help. He needs help. Civil War was a mini Avengers movie. You had nobody was like crazy excited initially at the thought of Civil War outside of comic fans because we was like, oh yeah, Tony versus Cap. Okay, cool. Yeah, we down. Then they added some flavor. They took some of that Laurie's. You know what I'm saying? They put that Black Panther spice on there. We was like, oh, what? Let's go. And if that wasn't enough, they said, let's go ahead and throw it up even more. Put Spider-Man in there. Got the under rules and got that man on. That blew up the internet, got all the crazy ratings and everything. Y'all forgot that was a Captain America movie. Y'all forgot. I don't. Be honest. Be honest. Some of y'all forget to even call it Captain America Civil War. Y'all just call it Civil War because it really was almost an Avengers movie. Let's just be honest about it, okay? But it just goes to what I've been saying. Captain America needs help. And it's no different when you bring in Captain America Brave New World when it comes to Anthony Mackie's Sam Wilson's character. He's not that interesting. Now, even in the comics, and I'm sure some comic fans might want to argue, and that's fine. In my opinion, the only compelling thing about Sam Wilson becoming Captain America was the fact that he had to deal with the racial issues. The fact that he had to deal with being a black man representing America. Back in Falcon and Winter Soldier, this was one of my biggest critiques about the show. They danced around the racial component. They kind of tiptoed around it. They had police interactions, and it was like, yeah, man, they over policing. All right, Bucky, what do you want to do? You want to go somewhere else and do something? Like, they didn't get into it, Now, Isaiah Bradley, my man was an old black man. He was like, look, they'll never let a black man be Captain America. Like, he was keeping it 100. But Sam kind of, he played it safe. Let's be honest. He played it safe. But you would think that this movie would deal with it because the whole Falcon and Winter Soldier dealt with him stepping into the role and embracing the role. Okay, fine. It's an intro. It's an origin. That's fine. At no point in the trailers, in the advertisements or anything, and somebody correct me if I'm wrong, at no point did we really see a racial component being addressed with this movie. So that lets me know you're not even taking the number one aspect that made the comic story relevant. Because keep in mind, this came out, I want to say 2015, 2016. This was around the Trayvon Martin, the Michael Brown. This is when Black Lives Matter started to pick up. So obviously those elements were very heavy at that time, and it informed a lot of the writing as well. You didn't see none of that as the driving force in this movie. So I'm like, damn, you took away the main thing that made a black Captain America relevant. And what did you do? You threw in some Hulks. Red Hulk over here. You probably gonna get Bruce Banner Hulk. You got the Hulk's enemies with the leader. You got Betsy Ross coming back, the Hulk's girlfriend, and all this stuff. And what have we been saying? This looked like it's gonna be a Hulk movie. Why? Because I told y'all Captain America needs help. Anthony Mackie needs help too. But more importantly, he needs help. Captain America. So, with the almost very apparent addition of Hulk assistance, we have this rumor. And this rumor, because and I guess I should also mention this. The first time they did this movie, and we made a report on this, we talked about it, they had to go back to the drawing board because according to some test audiences, the movie was trash. It was boring and the action was not hitting. And if you gonna have a Captain America movie and the action ain't hitting, the politics ain't working, throw the whole movie away. Throw it away. That's like saying a Deadpool movie has no action and it's not funny. What are we doing here? Why is this even happening? So they had to go back and do a big old reshoot. They hired a whole new writer just to redo the reshoots, which I've never heard of. That's a lot. So the reshoots had to happen. And I don't know if they got better or not, but I'm hoping that it got better. But we have a rumor here about what we can expect with this. Now, again, take it with a grain of salt. It's a rumor. I don't know if it's a spoiler or not. Whatever. I don't care. I don't care. But it says here, after reshoots, the ending and post-credit scenes of Captain America Brave New World will reportedly set up the World War Hulk's project. Wow. So I guess a couple of things to think about here. First of all, shout out to World War Hulk. I've been here for this. I've been waiting for this. I'm here for I'm yes. I think one thing most Marvel fans have been looking for and asking for was a Hulk standalone movie. Of course, the Hulk movies have been tied up in rights ownership and stuff like that. I think it was Universal or Paramount, one of those. But yeah, like if this is gonna set up a future Hulk movie, I'm here for it. I think it's kind of sad that it has to come at the expense of Captain America. Like, you would think a Captain America movie would end, and maybe you set up something like you're teasing the future Avengers movie, Doomsday, something like that. That's fine. But it's like, damn, you can't even set yourself up. You can't. There's nothing else for Sam. I mean, I don't know the ending, but I'm just saying, like, I would have thought that maybe this movie's job would be to solidify the main character and to uplift the main character for the future. But it sounds like this is really just going to be more so a caveat for more Hulk. If this is true. Whew. And I think the only other weird part about this, you already had a World War Hulk set up. It was in She-Hulk. You literally showed Hulk show up with some random kid that's claiming to be his Scar. That's your setup right there. My man said, "Hey, I gotta leave. I gotta bounce. I'll be back, y'all." He need more help. So you guys let me know. How do you feel about this Captain America? Can we just call it a Hulk movie? Can we just call it Captain Hulk? How do y'all feel about this Captain Hulk movie? Are you down for this setting up World War Hulk? How do you feel about the Silver Surfer project? Whatever you think, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. This was just a segment of one of my live chats, and if you're interested in joining in on the next one, be sure to subscribe and turn on your notifications for more. I've got more videos and reviews to do for you all, and until next time, I'll see you all later.